Very good afternoon to one and all. This is Balachandra from Mechanical Engineering Department. I'm very happy to meet you all in virtual technology upgrade meeting. Today I'm going to take a topic, biomechatronic hand. And what is biomechatronic hand actually? So biomechatronic hand, the main objective of biomechatronic hand is to develop an artificial hand which can be used for functional substitution of the natural hand, that is prosthetics, and for humanoid robotics applications. Normally, the prosthetic arm as well as the robotic arm, it can be differed in terms of cost and in terms of functionality. The main objective of making the biomechatronic hand is to help for the physically challenged people. So they need to do the day-to-day work as like us. So to fulfill that task, the artificial hand is designed for replicating a sensory motor capabilities of like a human hand. There are some prosthetic devices which are commercially available, such as Autobox sensory hand as well as multifunction hand designs, are far from providing the grasping capabilities of the human hand. So in prosthetic hands, the active bending is restricted to only 2 or 3 joints, and it is actuated by a single motor drive, which can be acting simultaneously on the MP joints, that is metacarpophalangeal of the thumb. So in our fingers, we have 3 joints. One is MP joints, and the middle one is hip joints, that is proximal phalangeal joints, interphalangeal joints, as well as dick joints, distal interphalangeal joints. Of the index of the middle finger, while other joints can bend only passively. So there is some limitation due to the very basic requirement of limited size and weight necessary for prosthetic applications. So on the other hand, the robotic hands, we are achieving high level of performance in grasping and manipulation, but they make use of large controllers, so which is not applicable in prosthetics or humanoid robotics, wherever it is necessary to provide the user with a wearable artificial hand. So the basic design of the biomechatronic, the main requirements are to be considered. Since the very beginning of an artificial hand design and the following, the natural appearance, and it should be controllability, and it should be noiseless operation, and it should be light in weight as well as low power consumption. So these requirements can be fulfilled by implementing an integrated design approach aimed at embedding different functions, mechanisms, actuation, sensing and control. The approach can be synthesized by the term biometric design. So the architecture is initially it is developed with 3 finger to provide a tripod grasp. So the objects can be different size as well as in shape. So to grasp that object, it is equipped with 3 finger, a thumb as well as 2 identical fingers. So totally 3 fingers. This is the prototype developed here. The finger actuator system is based on 2 micro actuators. The 2 micro actuators which drives the metacarpophalangeal joint, MP joint, and the proximal interphalangeal joints, PIP joints. So the 2 micro actuators that drives the MP joint as well as the PIP joints for the cosmetic reasons. So both the actuators are fully integrated in the hand structure. The first in the palm and the second with the proximal phalange. The grasping task performed by the biomechatronic hand is divided into 2 subsequent phases. The first phase is reaching and shape adapting phases, And the second one is grasping face with thumb opposition. So this is the architecture of the biomechatronic hand. So we have the active degrees of freedom, which is highlighted here. So this is the MP joint in our finger, and this is the pip joint, and this is the dip joint. So the prototype is developed with these two fingers and one thumb finger, and these two fingers are passive phalanxes. So you can see the prototype here. There will be two fingers which can be actuated by the sensors and one thumb finger here. So the actuation system, the adoption of bulky and heavy actuators in the design of the commercial upper limb processes, it leads to an extreme reduction of degrees of freedom. So what is degrees of freedom? So based upon the movement and linkages, we are calculating the degrees of freedom in a mechanism. So consequently, a stable grasp can be achieved by means of high grip forces. Starting from this viewpoint, we are developing an artificial hand actuated by microdrives. Due to its enhanced mobility, our hand will be able to increase the contact areas between phalanxes as well as the grasped object. So this is the approach or the methodology how the actuation system is working. The micro actuators, it tends to degrees of freedom increment. So whenever the degrees of freedom is incremented, the grasping capability is also incremented, so that the contact area is also incremented, and the grasping stability is also incremented, and it leads to pinch forces reduction. So the index / middle finger design. So already whatever I explained, the prototype have been designed by reproducing as closely as possible the size as well as the kinematics of a human finger. So they consist of 3 phalanxes and of palm housing, which is a part of the proximal actuator. So this is the index / middle finger design. So as I already explained with the figure, this is the MP joint, metacarpal joint, and this is the proximal interphalangeal joint, and this is the distal interphalangeal joint. So the thumb has been designed in order to complete the hand prototype and to perform grasping task with thumb opposition. The thumb has been designed by simply removing the distal phalanx from the index or middle finger. So this is the thumb design. Now we can see it is only having MP joint and the IP joint. The distal has been removed. The hand assembling and fabrication. The first prototype of the hand has been developed incorporating 2 fingers and thumb. In fact, at least 3 hard fingers are necessary to completely restrain an object. So the assembling process allows the hand prototype to perform 2 grasping tasks initially. One is to grasp the cylindrical object, and second one is to grasp the tripod pinch. And the hand prototype has been fabricated using the fused deposition modeling FDM process. So it has been fabricated by this method. So the hand assembling and fabrication. Initially in first figure, you can see the cylindrical bottle, and in second one, you can see the tripod grasp. The pictures of cylindrical and tripod grasp is shown. The fingertip force characterization. A first set of experimental tests has been performed in order to evaluate the force that the index middle finger is able to exert on an external object. The aim, we have measured the force resulting when the finger is pressing directly on a force sensor corresponding to different configuration of the joints. So there will be 2 tasks pressing were identified in order to evaluate separately and independently force obtained by the 2 actuators. The first task is the the pushing action was exerted only by the distal actuator. And the second task is the pushing action was exerted only by the proximal actuator. So there has been 6 position sensors being integrated in the hand structure in order to measure the angular position of the 6 active joint. For that, we are using Hall effect sensors. The main advantage of Hall effect sensor are the small size, the contactless working principle, which allow to avoid the friction forces. So in the MP joints, the sensor measures a linear moment of 5.2 mm, and in the PEEP joints, the linear moment is 8 mm. So this is the position sensor used for slider for the MP joint and slider for the tip joint. So it has been fixed here. You can see at the MP joint as well as at the tip joint. What are the future improvements of this biomechatronic hand? Since it has been commercialized by some of the companies like Bionics, and in order to minimize the cost, we need to improve certain things. The experimental tests showed promising results, but there is still room for improvement. First of all, the natural finger movements during grasping activities will be further investigated because the prototype has only 2 index fingers and 1 thumb. In order to achieve a truly human-like behavior of the artificial finger, the force sensor measurement will be further investigated in order to sense the slippage and to obtain the force sensing abilities. And finally, the suitable control strategies will be investigated and applied in order to develop a natural control of the wearable hand. And thank you for your patience. I would like to thank college management for providing this wonderful opportunity in this virtual technology upgrade meeting. Thank you.